Protecting vibrations in today's fast-paced environment, it's simple to become influenced by low vibrations. These can weigh hard on your mind, body, and soul. Drawing upon ancient knowledge, spiritual teachings, and current discoveries, let's explore the power within to defend yourself from unwanted influences and improve the frequency of your energy. But before we discover the old strategies for safeguarding your energy, we need to comprehend basic principles. What is truly energy and vibrations? Section 1. Energy and vibrations. Everything in the universe, from the greatest galaxy to the tiniest molecule, including our thoughts, emotions, and physical bodies, is formed of subatomic particles, protons, electrons, and neutrons, which are in a state of perpetual movement, all owing to energy. Thus, energy is the basis of even the most minute and invisible processes in our bodies and our reality. Just like Albert Einstein once remarked, energy cannot be created or destroyed. It can only be changed from one form to another. Since these subatomic particles are in continual movement, so is energy, always moving, causing vibrations. The number of times our energy travels, and the strength with which it does, is what defines the quality of these vibrations, measured in hertz. Vibrations might be either high or low, or anything in between. Both high and low vibrations have their benefits and bad, as we'll find later on. But before we get there, let's understand more about how each of them operates. When we are in a state of pleasure, love, and appreciation, our energy vibrates at a high frequency, bringing positivity and prosperity into our life. High energy infuses the world around us with optimism and generosity. On the other side, low vibrations are characterized by sentiments of negativity, dread, uncertainty, and despair. They can be created by external factors such as toxic settings, bad individuals, or hard life circumstances. On top of that, our thoughts and emotions can also contribute to low vibrations if they are founded in fear, self-doubt, or restrictive beliefs. When your high vibrations come in contact with either external or internal low vibrations, they drop in quality, just like a fading flame striving to stay alight amidst the darkness. Low vibrations veil you from life's positivity. If you don't know how to guard your energy from low vibrations, it might lead you a downward spiral, stopping you from breaking free from the cycle of negativity. Physically, low vibrations can appear as exhaustion, lethargy, and stress-related symptoms such as headaches, intestinal difficulties, and muscular tightness. Long-term exposure to mild vibrations might possibly produce more chronic mood-related difficulties. But their detrimental consequences don't end there, since they also impair our emotions. Emotionally, low vibrations may wreak havoc on our mental health, leading to emotions of worry, melancholy, and despair. This is why we say low vibrations are an energy drain. They make it more difficult to achieve fulfillment in our life. Last but not least, they injure us, even spiritually. Low vibrations might isolate us from our higher selves and the divine. When our energy is bogged down by negativity, it's tougher for us to access our inner wisdom. We may feel spiritually exhausted, disoriented, or detached from our purpose and inner direction. This is best defined by Hinduism with a concept known as karma, which emphasizes the balance of energy through the law of cause and effect. According to this idea, every action we perform has repercussions, and these consequences contribute to the overall balance of our energy. By acting with kindness and compassion, we build positive karma, which helps to enhance our vibrations. Conversely, bad activities produce negative karma, leading to lower vibrations. So it must mean that you merely need to keep thinking and doing positively and try to avoid negativity as much as you can, correct? Yes. But that's easier said than done because low vibrations are more widespread than ever in the present day. They might be found in the social media we obsess with, or we can be living with them in the shape of a toxic relationship with our family members or friends or ourselves. But here's the essential point. You have the capacity to defend yourself from low vibrations and boost your energy frequency even when yours is at its lowest. All it takes is becoming aware of the sources of low vibrations in your life and applying old ways to defend yourself with them. You may restore your energy, vigor, and inner calm, So, time to begin working. Let's discover how low vibrations might appear in our lives first, in our settings. Section 2. Setting strong boundaries. Plato, the famed Greek philosopher, spoke about the significance of understanding oneself and sustaining inner harmony. He thought that by acknowledging our talents and flaws, we may relate with others from a point of sincerity and integrity. Centuries later, Seneca, the Stoic philosopher of ancient Rome, argued for fostering emotional resilience and wisdom in our dealings with others. He famously observed, "Difficulties strengthen the mind as labor does the body," underlining the need of retaining inner strength and clarity among outward adversities. Seneca's lessons remind us that by creating clear boundaries and being loyal to our ideals, we may safeguard our energy and maintain our emotional well-being. Start by defining your own requirements and boundaries, then properly convey them to others. This may include saying no to requests that don't correspond with your objectives or beliefs, or defining standards for how you want to be treated in relationships. You'll need to have honest chats with loved ones about your needs and expectations. Let them know what actions are acceptable to you and what crosses the line, and be strong in maintaining those limits if they are crossed. Similarly, in professional situations, it's vital to create boundaries with co-workers and superiors to safeguard your time and energy. This may involve putting restrictions on how often you check your email outside of business hours or expressing your availability for meetings and tasks. Remember that creating boundaries is not about being selfish or closed off. It's about taking care of yourself so that you can show up as your best self in all aspects of your life. Lao Tzu, the ancient Chinese philosopher and author of the Tao Te Ching, spoke about the significance of flowing like water while engaging with people. He highlighted the benefits of non-resistance and non-attachment in our interpersonal interactions, allowing us to preserve inner peace while setting appropriate boundaries. Now, let's shift our focus to a particularly tough component of creating boundaries: family. Establishing boundaries with family members is often difficult, owing to the deep emotional ties and expectations that typically accompany these interactions. Shared history and unknown power dynamics make voicing your requirements tougher without leading family members to complain, which in turn causes low vibrations. This low vibration increases the fear of rejection or judgment from family members, which can further complicate the process of boundary setting, a vicious cycle where you wind up denying your own needs and emotions to maintain familial unity. This keeps you in a permanently low vibration, as you need to forsake your demands to preserve a semblance of tranquility. To traverse these, let's take a look at ancient ideas. African cultures stress the notion of Ubuntu, which means "I am because we are." Ubuntu highlights the interconnection of people within the family unit, with distinct and defined duties. It teaches us to pick a time and place to have open and honest talks with our family members regarding limits. The greatest method is to utilize I phrases to convey your sentiments and needs without laying blame or criticism. Be precise about the boundaries you are setting and the penalties for crossing them. Maintain consistency in enforcing your limits to illustrate their importance. But what about energy boundaries? Just as we have physical boundaries to defend our own space, we also need to secure ourselves from extraneous influences. To accomplish this, image yourself surrounded by a bubble of protecting light, or imagine yourself encased in a cloak of good energy that repels negativity and shields you from harm. Next, surround yourself with good influences and uplifting environments, people who uplift and encourage you, who celebrate your objectives and engage in activities that bring you delight. There's a sophisticated strategy utilized by spiritual counselors that may both safeguard and refresh your energy at home. Master it and you'll be able to recharge whenever you're at home, no matter the environment. It's called the sacred space. Section 3. Create sacred spaces. To establish an energetically charged sacred space, first locate a peaceful spot in your home where you may build it. This might be a corner of a room, a comfortable nook, or even an entire room dedicated to your energy. Make sure this is a space no one but you can reach easily. So if you live with other people, ensure it's one they cannot taint with their energy. Clear the environment of any clutter or distractions. Remove superfluous objects and clean the area to generate a sense of freshness and rejuvenation. Make sure your sacred space is pleasant and inviting. Include cushions, blankets, or a nice chair where you may sit and rest without distractions. Burn incense, sage, or essential oils to cleanse the air and create a quiet mood. Place quiet music or nature sounds to deepen your relaxation and meditation practice. Finally, cherish and respect your precious space as a precious refuge for your spiritual practice and self-care. Spend time in your space regularly, feeding your mind, body, and spirit, and allowing yourself to withdraw and recharge as required. The one thing you need to perform in your place to fully harness its high vibration is called mindfulness meditation, a Buddhist idea. By quieting the mind and cultivating awareness of the present moment, we may transcend the oscillations of the ego and connect with our higher selves, who are fundamentally pure and luminous. While also distancing ourselves from negative ideas and emotions, mindfulness helps us to examine our thoughts and feelings without judgment, helping us to discharge negativity and restore balance to our energy field. After accomplishing all of this, you'll be shielded from all external low vibrations. But what can you do about low vibrations emanating from within you? It's time to break free from your inner negativity too. Section 4. Breaking free from negativity. Break away from reoccurring negative ideas by noticing them when they emerge. Slowly acquire an awareness of how people's behaviors encourage you to think badly, or how life's occurrences transform your perspective into a scarcity mindset. The greatest location to start doing this is in your sacred space with the mindfulness meditation technique. This can help you carefully become more aware of what bad ideas occur in your head. Then it's time to amp up the difficulty. Instead of doing it at home, do it throughout the day. This involves a desire to watch our ideas without judgment and to recognize the influence they have on our emotions and behaviors. Slowly become more attentive of your mental patterns to recognize whenever you lapse into negativity. A philosopher who powerfully speaks to this strategy of conquering negativity via mindfulness and self-awareness is Marcus Aurelius. As a Stoic philosopher, Aurelius stressed the value of inner serenity and the power we have over our reactions to external situations. In his Meditations, Aurelius says, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength." This Stoic idea corresponds wonderfully with the concept of breaking free from negativity. By monitoring and altering our mental processes, Aurelius believed in the discipline of analyzing one's ideas and behaviors critically, but without harshness, to understand where they spring from and how they may be redirected towards more constructive purposes. He pushed for a form of mindfulness that entails everyday thought, not simply in isolation but among the bustle of life. According to Aurelius, it's in the midst of activity and engagement that we genuinely test and utilize our capacity to be undisturbed by negative thoughts and external circumstances. Section 5. Positive reframes of reality. Once we've recognized negative ideas, what can you do to disassemble them and shake off their effect in your vibrations? Challenge them with positive affirmations and mental reframes. These are comments that validate our worth, value, and potential, helping to offset the negative self-talk that typically accompanies negative thinking. This is a gradual process, since just as negative thinking patterns grow over time, so too does the process of rewiring our brains for positive. Be patient with yourself as you attempt to create a more optimistic outlook and enjoy minor triumphs along the way. By fostering a more positive mentality, we not only enhance our well-being, but also generate a ripple effect of positivity that may favorably affect people around us, improving the quality of our high vibrations. As we become more attentive of our thoughts and emotions, we may choose to respond to problems with grace, compassion, and resilience, motivating others to do the same. But even after employing techniques appropriately, there's the question of energy stability. It's helpful to know how to attain high vibrations and protect yourself from low vibrations. But how can you maintain your vibration constant with all the craziness we have in our lives? Through another old technique, grounding. Section 6, grounding. When you make direct touch with the ground, whether it's dirt, grass, sand, or even concrete, you enable the Earth's inherent energy to flow through you, replenishing and stabilizing your energy field. This exercise can help you feel more focused, grounded, and connected to the world around you. Another grounding strategy is to spend time in nature, whether you're trekking through the woods, sitting by a river, or simply spending time in your garden. Being surrounded by nature's beauty may have a tremendous grounding impact. Take a minute to breathe in the fresh air, listen to the sounds of the birds, and feel the warmth of the sun on your skin. Allow yourself to be totally present in the moment and absorb in the healing energy of the natural environment. This is one of the finest techniques to improve your vibrations. But what if you don't have easy access to nature? Well, turns out that the mind is our most powerful instrument for energy protection, and you can even practice grounding using visualization exercises. Close your eyes and visualize roots stretching from the soles of your feet deep into the soil, attaching you securely to the ground below. Visualize these roots taking any negative or surplus energy from your body, enabling you to release it back into the ground for change. Now it's time to unveil one of the most hidden energetical defense tactics, but before that, we need to understand about the vibrational spectrum. Contrary to common opinion, every vibration has a function in our life, including low ones. This is more complicated to grasp, so listen carefully. Section 7. Vibrational spectrum. Both high and low vibrations exist on a spectrum rather than as fixed positions. Instead of aiming for a never-ending high vibration, you should attempt to progress towards higher frequencies while balancing out the lower ones. It's hard to go through life without ever vibrating low, and sometimes life conditions put us in scenarios where we need to engage with low vibrations, whether we like it or not. There's also the effect of vibrating too high, a hazard that even professional spiritual counselors forget exists. The ancient Chinese philosopher Confucius was so cognizant of the required balance between vibrations that he established the notion of harmony. He thought that creating a balanced combination of varied energies, including low and high vibrations, was vital for total well-being and moral purity. This is where chakras come in, and vital idea to manage your energy no matter the scenario. 3 key chakras interfere in our frequency wavelength: the root chakra, the heart chakra, and the crown chakra. Let's take a look at each. Section 8. Chakras. The root chakra, related with survival instincts and material necessities, resonates with the lowest vibrations. But what many forget about it is that it acts as the building stone for the other chakras. It supplies the framework for our existence, enabling us to develop civilizations and fulfill our fundamental requirements. Problems begin with excessive concentration on the root chakra, which can lead to materialism, greed, and a lack of spiritual connection. Next up the ladder is the heart chakra, which generates strong vibrations linked with unconditional love, compassion, and empathy. This vibrational frequency encourages healthy relationships, emotional well-being, and spiritual progress. By opening our hearts, we may create a greater connection with ourselves and others, transcending ego-driven needs. At the highest level are the third eye and crown chakras, which represent the highest potential vibrations. These are related with intuition, spiritual awareness, and enlightenment. While entering these worlds can be transformational, it also comes with hazards. Opening these chakras early or without sufficient direction can lead to mental disorders, such as hallucinations or spiritual disorientation. Therefore, recognizing which frequency is needed at any particular time is vital for keeping balance and harmony within ourselves. If someone finds himself too focused on worldly stuff and earthly ambitions, they'll generate low vibrations and progressively suffer from the effects of negativity. Conversely, If someone is too highly concentrated on spirituality to the point they forget to live in the present consciously, they'll likewise suffer from vibrating too high. Those battling with insecurity or instability may need to improve their connection to the root chakra to feel anchored and secure. This is the hardest concept to grasp, but once you achieve it, you'll never again feel the consequences of low vibrations in your life. Finally, take steps to replenish and increase your physical energy too. Section 9. Replenish your energy levels. Hydration is pivotal for maintaining high vibrational energy levels. Water not only helps to flush out toxins from the body, but also supports optimal cellular function and overall vitality. Equally as important is quality sleep so your body can repair and rejuvenate itself. Aim for 7 to 9 hours of uninterrupted sleep each night and create a relaxing bedtime routine to promote restful sleep. Limit processed foods, refined sugars, and excessive caffeine as these drain your energy and lead to fluctuations in mood and energy levels. Remember to always prioritize your energy, for the quality of energy you accept in your life is what will determine its cost the most. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, feel free to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching.